Hey guys, welcome to our channel. So, no, I've been gone. We've been gone for a couple of days, not doing videos, not gone, just not doing videos. I've been running a couple of these decodes. Um, one more personal, like I said, that we weren't going to present, at least not at this time. And the other one, everything to do with this Mandela Effect. Now, this is going to be difficult. I don't know if I'll publish this version or not, or this particular take. But in case I do, we'll try to do it the best we can. So you'll have to give me 1 second. I forgot my pointer or my pen, which I feel like I need in my hand for this. So just give me 1 second. All right. Guess I'm more comfortable with my pen. So, um, we had guys eight. We had 8 potential quantum computer users that we found in 8 different Mandela effects through our decode process. If you want to see that, for those who weren't following along, I will post the decodes and I will look for where we identified these 8, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. 8 potential quantum computer users so far through our method. And what we now did, we've been getting into this gematria, which is it's a coding system basically. I don't know how else to explain it. It's a way to code numbers or letters into numbers so that people who know the code can understand. They've been doing this for a long time, thousands of years. It's Kabbalah, so it's based a lot in the Bible. All right. Now I'm not the expert on it. Zachary Hubbard's a bit of an expert on it. I'm certainly not, but we ran this, and we got, and again, I'll go back and try to find these links. I don't know when this will be posted, if I even post this take. But we had Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, in which we found Perry Stone Ministries through our this one I specifically remember through our translation part of the decode. We found "Give the money to your stone," and when we ran that as a phrase, it took us to Perry Stone Ministries donation site, which is interesting. And at the time, I thought Calvin Perry Stone, because when I looked up Perry Stone himself, I got Calvin Perry Stone. Well, it turns out I was wrong. It was not Calvin Perry Stone. This fellow's name, this minister, is just Perry Stone. All right, so I was wrong there. I retract the Calvin. I made a mistake, and we just realized it. So, but still, Perry Stone. And then in Metallica Fade to Black, we got Willa Thorson from the Department of Human Genetics at Miami University. Miami University being the key. I guess I didn't run Department of Human Genetics. I didn't need to. All right. Then we had Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing, where we found Coleman Shemmy. In fact, the exact extraction from the changes spelled his last name, Shemmy. He's an artist. All right. Does sculptures, if I'm not mistaken. So then, out of Star Wars, thanks to Megan asking us to try Star Wars, we got Desert Research Institute. All right. From Sherwin-Williams, which was Moneybags' find, we went ahead and decoded that. And we found MAWI Maui DNA Technologies LLC. And from the Big Lebowski, and that one, rug changed to carpet. You think the carpet pissers did this instead of you think the rug pissers did this. Before, there was never that one. Still blows my mind. Nobody said carpet in the Big Lebowski. Get real. But they do now. And we found Claremont Graduate University. All right. Then in Soft and Dry, and I believe that was another one of Moneybags' finds, we found Zhu Yi, remember, computer engineering and professor of physics at University of Virginia. And then out of Pinball Wizard, we found Global Neurosciences Institute. Right? And Pinball Wizard, he fell off of a couple things. And playing changed to plays. But we'll get into that. So those were the changes, and those were, through our decodes, the people we found that could potentially be using a quantum computer to have made these changes. The quantum computer or quantum device, of course, leaving codes. We think. Well, we'll still say we think. I mean, this to us is no coincidence. In our opinion, it is no coincidence. These are linked. And in our opinion, yeah, at least these 8 are quantum computers, quantum devices, possibly Montauk chairs. All right. So it gets kind of this is a little confusing. What we first did was thought of some things that could be causing the effects. Masonic Temple. So, or, the Montauk Project. So we did. We did this, where if anybody can get a good look there, I don't know how to make it, but so you can actually see this. But we ran the Montauk Project and ran it through and got all 4 ciphers. If there's 4 ciphers, I'm going to provide the gematria calculator as well, guys. We ran Masonic Temple for all 4 of their ciphers, and all these we ran, we got all 4 ciphers. All right, there's 4 ciphers. It's important. And we already did the video where Masonic Temple and Quantum Change matched up exactly in 3 of the 4 ciphers. All right, no coincidence. Again, I'm going to say that, and I'll say again one more time, that's our opinion, but I'm not going to say that again. I'm making that clear now. This is no coincidence. All right. We ran the Montauk Project because we did a video on the Montauk Project a couple of years ago. All right. And we thought that might have been part of it. Masonic Temple. We ran Quantum Change. Again. We ran Montauk Chair because when we looked up Project Looking Glass, we found that they were using still these Montauk chairs. All right. And then we ran Montauk Project without the. We ran Montauk by itself. We ran Project by itself. All right. We ran Quantum by itself. We ran Quantum Chair. We ran Change because all these Mandela effects are changes. We ran Quantum Communication because we thought that Willa Thorson might have been sending a message to herself through quantum communication or through some sort of a quantum communication device. Okay. We ran Communicate by itself. We ran Freemasonry. We ran Quantum Effect. We ran Freemason. We ran Mason. We ran Quantum Computer. We ran Communication. And Texas Danny, he talks a lot about communication too, right? And so that fits right in there. And we ran music because a lot of these changes are music. We ran song because a lot of these changes occur in songs. And we ran songs plural. All right. We ran lyrics and lyric because it's often lyrical changes, and sometimes it's more than one lyric that changes. We ran movies and movie. Now, we ran movie because Star Wars and The Big Lebowski are both individually movies, and we have 2 movies. So we ran the plural of that, right? We ran entertainment because movies are a form of entertainment. We ran Mandela Effect because that's what it's called most commonly, even though, that's not really what it is. Nelson Mandela has nothing to do with the effect. It's a quantum effect. It's a quantum change. But that's what it's called. So we ran that. We actually ran the phrase lyrical change because they are lyrical changes. And we ran Masonic ritual because some people theorize that this could have been caused by a Masonic ritual, or they call it a satanic ritual, but the one at CERN that they had. It's a Masonic ritual, all right? That's what it was. So we ran those. Okay. Then from Led Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven, where we found Perry Stone Ministries, we ran Led Zeppelin. Again, all 4 ciphers. We ran Stairway to Heaven. In Stairway to Heaven are 2 key words, Stairway and Heaven. We ran them both individually. We ran Perry Stone Ministries. We ran Perry Stone. We ran Perry and Stone separately. We ran PS, which is Perry Stone's initials. We ran Goldstone. Excuse me. We ran Goldstone because that was the direct changes without crossing anything off in Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven. We ran GLD, ST, and E because those were the exact the exact changes we brought down after we crossed off the like letters. If anybody was following along when we decoded these, you'll know what I'm talking about. If not, you might want to go watch them. And I'll provide them. We ran, I'm going to skip song and lyric because we stopped running those individually with these. We just synced them up or didn't sync them up. We ran ministry because Perry Stone runs a ministry. We ran the phrase donation site because when we typed in give the money to your stone, which we found in the translation part of our decode, or we translated the decode, we translated the letters in the decode, ran it through a Google Translate, and we came up with give the money to your stone. When we typed that in, it took us to a donation site. All right. So we ran donation site. And we ran donation because they wanted a donation. They wanted you to donate, so we ran donate. They wanted you to donate money, so we ran money. Perry Stone Ministries is located in Cleveland, Tennessee. So we ran Perry Stone Ministries, Cleveland, Tennessee. We also ran Cleveland, Tennessee, and Cleveland by itself, and TN by itself. We also ran Tennessee. We also ran Gold by itself. We ran Stone by itself, but that's also Perry Stone's name, and we already did that. We ran Entertainment and Entertain, but we quit doing that in each one, and just left it in our control list, I guess you could say. And we ran the word minister because Perry Stone is in fact a minister. Perry Stone Ministries. Right? So then, if you get into Metallica Fade to Black, where we found Willa Thorson at Miami University, we ran Metallica by itself. We ran Fade to Black by itself. In Fade to Black, there are 2 key words, Fade and Black, and we ran those each alone. We ran Willa Thorson MD, because that's what she's an MD. We ran Willa Thorson. We ran Willa Thorson Miami. We ran Miami University, because that's where she's at. We ran Willa by itself. We ran Thorson by itself. We ran Aren't Not, because aren't changed to not. Things aren't what they used to be, changed to things not what they used to be. So we ran that. Aren't not together. We ran 2 Willa, REO, TOWILLAREO, because that was our direct changeover after the like letters were crossed off. We ran 2 will because that was our other change. Was the word to the word will. And we ran WT because that's Willa Thorson's initials. We ran FL because Florida. That's Florida's initials. We ran Florida by itself. We ran Miami, Florida. We ran AREO, which was the other direct changeover from aren't and not. And we also ran Gregory P. Crawford because he is the head of Miami University. Now, we'll see if any of these sync up, right? But moving on, we had Desert Research Institute out of Star Wars. So we ran Desert Research Institute, we ran DRI, we ran Star Wars. 2 keywords in Star Wars, Star Wars. We ran them each alone. We ran Dr. Kristen Averyt, Averyt. It's a weird spelling, but that's what she is because she is the head of Desert Research Institute. We ran Kristen Averyt by itself without the doctor. We ran Luke No because that was the change. Luke No. We also ran Luke by itself, and we ran No by itself. And because Desert Research Institute is in Reno, Nevada, we ran Reno, Nevada. And we ran the word script because it was the movie Script that changed. We tried to break this down to get all the info we could, guys. We didn't know what all was going to hit. But anyway, we ran Desert by itself, we ran Research by itself, and we ran Institute by itself in this one. And we ran DRI Reno, Nevada. All right, that one wasn't as long. Just wasn't. There wasn't as much there. Then we got Global Neurosciences Institute. We got out of Pinball Wizard. So we ran Global Neurosciences Institute. We ran its initials, GNI. We ran The Who because The Who did Pinball Wizard. That's where we got it. We ran Pinball Wizard. It doesn't look like we ran Pinball and Wizard by itself, but that's okay. We don't need to, guys. I'm just telling you right now, we got enough. We don't need to. This was long and confusing, so I apologize for that, but we didn't need to. We got Dr. Errol Vesnedderglu, because he's the head of the Global Neurosciences Institute. And he's often called Dr. Vez. And why not? Because his name's real hard to pronounce, so we ran Dr. Vez. Global Neurosciences Institute is located in Poughkeepsie, New York, and we ran Poughkeepsie, New York. We also ran GNI Poughkeepsie, New York. And then we ran the direct changes with the like letters crossed off, INGSHEHE. And playing changed to plays, so we ran playing and plays. He plays changed to plays, so we ran he plays and plays. And he ain't changed to ain't, so we ran he ain't and ain't. We ended up running he because he fell off a couple times. We thought that was pretty important. We ran New York spelled out, and we ran NY, New York's initials. And again, I was trying to squeeze information out of this. I guess I did skip separating Pinball and Wizard. But I'm not going to do that right now. Once again, I don't feel like I need to at this point. And you'll see why. When we get into this, you'll see why. And I apologize, this is a bit of a video. Then Soft and Dry. DRY changed to DRI, right? When we found Zhu Yi of the University of Virginia, yes, that's right, University of Virginia. So we ran Zhu Yi. We ran Zhu Yi UV because that's where he's at, is the University of Virginia. We ran Optical Quantum Electronics because he teaches that. And that is abbreviated OQE, and we ran that. We also ran Quantum Mechanics for Engineering and Computing because that's another thing that he teaches. And we ran its initials, or its abbreviation, QMFEAC. We also ran Computer Engineering, and we ran Charlottesville, Virginia, VA, where University of Virginia is located. We ran DRY, DRI. We ran Zoo by itself. We ran Yi by itself. We ran the Village Company because Soft and Dry is owned by the Village Company. Not to be confused with the Village People. We ran Deodorant because Soft and Dry is a deodorant. We ran Paul Norton because Paul Norton is the head of the Village Company. And we ran James E. Ryan because he is the head of the University of Virginia. That's soft and dry. Moving on, because we're at 20 minutes. We got Coleman Shemmy out of Dire Straits, Sultans of Swing. We ran Coleman Shemmy, which I thought I was at a wall there, but I wasn't. But there was a lot of numbers by then. We ran Coleman by itself. We ran Shemmy by itself. We ran Argentina because Coleman Shemmy is from Argentina. We ran Artist because Coleman Shemmy is an artist. We ran Dire Straits because Dire Straits sang Sultans of Swing, or we ran Sultans of Swing because that was the name of the song. We ran Sultans by itself. We ran Swing by itself. We ran Things because Thing changed to Things in the song. We ran Them and It because Them changed to It. We also ran all the direct changes because it was his last name, Shemmy. So we'd already did that. So then we ran S because S just dropped off a thing, so we just ran S by itself. And we ran Hemi, H-E-M-I, because that is them changing to it. If you cross off the T's, you're left with H-E-M-I in order. So we ran that. We ran Dire by itself. We ran Straits by itself. Right? Then you had Sherwin-Williams, and we found Maui DNA Technologies, LLC. All right. So we ran Sherwin-Williams. We ran Sherman-Williams. We ran Sherwin because that was the thing that changed. So we ran that together. We ran MAWI because that's the direct changes after you cross off the like letters. We ran Dr. L. Maui because he is the head of Maui DNA Technologies. He was also the founder. We ran Hayward, California, CA, because that's where Maui DNA Technologies is located. We ran Sherman by itself. We ran Sherwin by itself. We ran MA, which was what was left off Sherman after you crossed off the like letters by itself. We ran WI because that's what was left of Sherwin after you crossed off the like letters. We also ran Dr. Bossam Maui because that was the guy's full name. We ran Bossam by itself, B-A-S-S-A-M. We ran DNA because that seemed pretty important. We ran Hardware Store because Sherwin-Williams, when I looked it up, I thought it was a paint store, but it turns out they sell general hardware and construction supplies, so they're a hardware store. So I was glad I looked it up. We got John G. Moricus because he is the head of Sherwin-Williams. And we ran Hayward by itself, and we ran California by itself, because again, that's where they're from. That's where they're located. Then we had, finally, the last one, we had the Big Lebowski, where we got Claremont Graduate University, rug changed to carpet. So we ran the Big Lebowski, and then we broke that down and ran the Big Lebowski each separately. We ran rug carpet because the word rug changed to the word carpet. We ran rug by itself, carpet by itself. We ran the direct changes, UGCAPET, by themselves. We ran Claremont Graduate University. We ran its initials, CGU. We also ran Len Jessup because he's the head of Claremont Graduate University. We also ran car alarm because, to my memory, when Walters starts smashing that nice car, the car alarm started to go off. And it was really loud and obnoxious, and people started coming out of their houses. But now, when he hits that window, it's silent. People still come out of their houses like the alarm was going off. So we ran car alarm by itself as another change. We ran Claremont, California, and we ran CA to clear that up. We ran Claremont by itself, and we ran CA, California's initials. Okay. So that's what we did. So where's the connections, right? What exactly is the connection? What does all that mean? Well, let's just start And I'm trying to go fast because we're at 24 minutes, guys, but I ran them through this gematria. We ran them through this gematria calculator, right? And it comes up with 4 base ciphers, and you know, the different combinations of letters add up to different numbers, right? We did not use the full reduction yet. We did not use the we didn't use the bottom numbers where you sum it all together. My brain's not letting me think of what that's called right offhand, but we didn't use those. We only used the 2 and 3 digit numbers in the cipher. We did not use the. If you go use that by yourself, you'll see a little bottom number that's 1 through 11, or 1 to 9, and then 11. All right, but we didn't use those on the bottom at all. We only used the 4, so that nobody could say, "Oh, well, the bottom ones add up to whatever." You can add anything up. Sure, but you can't make anything match this. If you think you can, go try it. I'm going to provide the calculator. So it's also important to note that when you're doing this, zeros, 101 is the 26th prime number. That's important. So anything that's 101 is also 26. But also, when there's a 0 in the middle, you can knock the 0 off. In fact, if there's a 0 in the number, when you do the reduction, the 0 comes out anyway, so you can actually remove the 0. 42 is 420 is 402. They match, all right? To my understanding. So we're gonna start with 124, guys. You have Led Zeppelin summed to 124. You had donation summed to 124. Remember? Donation. Give the money to your stone. Took you to the Perry Stone Ministries donation site. All right. You got 124 is also Florida. 124 is also Paul Norton. And Paul Norton was the head of, I'll get this. Paul Norton was the head of the Village Company. Paul Norton was the head of the Village Company. All right. He sums to 124, just like Led Zeppelin, just like donation, just like Florida. And just like Claremont Graduate University, because they also sum to 124. Right? So right there you got Led Zeppelin and Sherwin-Williams and Claremont Graduate University. So that right there in this alone links up 3, actually 4, because Florida was, so 1, 2, 3. This links up 4 of the 8 effects in 124 alone, guys. All right, let me just put it that way. Claremont Graduate University, Paul Norton, head of the Village Company, which is Soft and Dry. Florida, which is Willa Thorson, that's the Fade to Black. Donation and Led Zeppelin are both from the same one. All right, going to get through this. You got, now we're going to do 71. You got Masonic Temple at 71. Remember Masonic Temple, quantum change? You got the Montauk Project also sums to 71. That's interesting. Quantum sums to 107, which is basically a mirror of 71. Mason sums to 17. We think the Masons are involved. That's the mirror as well. Song sums to 17. Some of these changes were songs. Movie sums to 71. Stairway to Heaven sums to 71. Donation site sums to 71. Aren't not the direct changes from Fade to Black sum to 107. Lyrical change sums to 71. To Will sums to 71. That was a lyrical change. Interesting, right? Desert, as in Desert Research Institute, sums to 71. Bossum, the the Bossum was the guy that was in charge, the founder of MAWI, if I'm not Maui Research, Maui DNA Technologies. No, I was wrong. I'm sorry. Bossum is, excuse me, guys, this gets confusing. I guess I should have made notes. Bossum One second, guys. Yes, excuse me. Bossum was the head of Maui DNA Technologies LLC. Excuse me for that, guys. DNA is also 17, just like Bossum is 107, right? And Rugg is 17, the change from the Big Lebowski. Right? Then at 145, you got Masonic Temple is 145, and Quantum Change is 145 apiece. So that's interesting, right? Of course, we already knew those were summed up. At 55, coming in at 55, guys, you got Masonic Temple is 55, Quantum Change sums to 55, Song sums to 55, Stairway sums to 55, Heaven sums to 55, Donation Site sums to 55, Minister sums to 55, Argentina, where Coleman Shemmy's from, sums to 55, Sultans of Swing sum to 55. That is actually where we found Coleman Shemmy, right? Dr. L. Famaui sums to 55, and Bossum, because he's Dr. Bossum L. Famaui, sums to 55 as well. So, yeah, now you got Sultans of Swing, you got Metallica Fade to Black, you got Sherwin-Williams, you've got already, pretty sure we mentioned something from the Big Lebowski as well. Maybe not yet. Oh, Rugg. Yep. We got the Big Lebowski. So far, right now, they're all linked. Right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, without going any farther, they're all linked. But we're going farther. We're going to see just how linked they are. So you got 31, 13, 103, etc., guys. Lyric is 31. Donate is 103 and 31, respectively. Metallica is 31. DRI, Desert Research Institute's initials, is also 31. Star is 13. Luke is 13. Script sums to 31. It's a movie script, remember? He sums to 13 twice, and remember, he fell off of a couple of things in Pinball Wizard. Zhu Yi, UV sums to 31. MA sums to 13. WI sums to 13. CGU sums to 31 and 13. CGU is Claremont Graduate University. MA is from MA from Sherman, and WI is WI from Sherwin. Len Jessup is the guy in charge of Claremont Graduate University, and he sums to 31, and Car Alarm sums to 31. The Mirror of 13. Car Alarm from the Big Lebowski. All right. Masonic Temple sums to 206. Quantum Change sums to 206. Quantum sums to 26. This is 26. This is a pretty important number to the Masons, guys. Mason sums to 62. The Mirror of 26. Movie sums to 26. Stairway to Heaven sums to 206. Heaven sums to 26. Perry sums to 26. Stone sums to 62 and 26. Desert from Desert Research Institute sums to 26. GNI Poughkeepsie, New York sums to 206. He ain't the direct changes from Pinball Wizard sum to 101, which is the same as 26. Hemi sums to 26, which is the direct change from Sultans of Swing. Sultans of Swing. MAWI, as in Maui DNA Technologies, sums to 62 and 26. Dr. Fa Maui sums to 62, just like Maui. MAWI, though, like the direct changes. DNA sums to 62, just like the founder of Maui DNA Technologies is also 62. And Claremont is 101, which is 26. They're all connected right there. But we'll go farther. We'll move on to 27. Money is 72 and 27. GLD, ST, and E is 27. QMFEAC, which is the initials for quantum mechanics for... It's what Zhu Yi teaches, guys. I'm running out of time to do this, but QMFEAC sums to 27 twice. Shemi sums to 27 twice, like Coleman Shemi, and the direct changes from Sultans of Swing. Swing sums to 72, 27, and 27 in 3 of the 4 ciphers. Dyer of Dire Straits sums to 27 and 27. I don't know why I have this in the middle. I might be missing something here. I have 22 in the middle, so I don't know why. I might have just made a mistake, but definitely 27 and 27. It might sum to 27 a third time. I don't have time to look right now. And carpet sums to 27 from the Big Lebowski. All right, money. All right, now you're at 18, guys. Money sums to 18. GLD, STNE sums to 18 and 108, respectively. Those are GLD, STNE, the direct changes from Led Zeppelin's Stairway to Heaven, Perry Stone Ministries. And money. And Miami University, Willa Thorson. Not Willa Thorson, but Miami University, where Willa Thorson's at, sums to 81. Communicate sums to 180. Remember, we thought she was quantum communicating with herself. FL, the initials for Florida, stand for sum to 18. Shemi sums to 81. And Big from the Big Lebowski sums to 18, 18, and 18. Then you got 19. You got Thorson at 109. You got Stairway to Heaven at 91. The Mirror of 109, or 19, excuse me. Stone at 19. PS at 19. Song at 19. The Montauk Project is at 91. A Mirror of 19. Montauk Chair is at 190. Aren't Not is at 109. To Will sums to 91. Minister sums to 109, like Perry Stone. Desert to 91. Optimal quantum electronics sums to 109. That's what Zhu Yi teaches, one of the things he teaches. OQE, the abbreviation for optimal quantum electronics, sums to 19. S by itself, one of the direct changes from Sultans of Swing, sums to 19. Hemi, the other change over, sums to 19. MAWI, the direct changes from Sherwin Williams, sums to 19. DNA sums to 19, like Maui DNA Technologies, right? Hayward sums to 19, and that's where one of these places is. Rug Carpet, the direct change from the Big Lebowski, sums to 109, and Rug sums to 19. You guys seeing it? All right, moving on. 47 and thereof. You got Led Zeppelin coming in at 47. You got Tennessee, where Perry Stone Ministries is at, 47. Interesting. Dr. Kristen Everett, the head of Desert Research Institute, 74. Reno, Nevada, 74. DRI, Reno, Nevada, 74. He Ain't, 47. The Mirror of 74. Paul Norton, 47. The Mirror of 74. And Sultans is 47. The Mirror of 74. Now you got 20. You got gold is at 20. TN is at 20. Tennessee's initials. Fade is at 20. The Who is sums to 20. Zhu Yi sums to 20. And Yi by itself sums to 20. Seeing it? They're all connected right here. PS, Perry Stone's initials sums to 8. Fade to Black sums to 80. Thorson to 80. Gregory P. Crawford sums to 80. OQE, the initials for what Zhu Yi teaches, sums to 8. The Village Company, the owner of Soft and Dry, sums to 80. Sultans of Swing sum to 80. S sums to 8 and 8. And Hayward sums to 80. That's Hayward, California. I think that's where Claremont Graduate University is located, if I'm not mistaken, but I got to move on, guys. We're already at 40 minutes. Perry Stone Ministries sitting at 11, or excuse me, Perry Stone Ministries is at 110. You drop the 0, it's 11, right? We're doing 11. WT, Willa Thorson's initials, is 1111. She sums to 11. That sums to 11 twice. And 2 of the 4 ciphers. Black sums to 11 is in Fade to Black. He ain't sums to 101, which is also, 26, but it's 11. TN sums to 11. NO, no, is in No, I Am Your Father. One of the changes sums to 11. Computer engineering, which is generally what Zhu Yi teaches, sums to 110. And Yi sums to 11, is in Zhu Yi. Here's a short one. Quantum communication sums to 112. And Willa Thorson Miami sums to 112. We thought Willa Thorson was quantum communicating with herself. All right. Now you're at 15. So Desert Research Institute sums to 105. You drop the 0, it's 15, right? 0 gets added out anyway. Perry Stone Ministries sums to 150. GNI sums to 51 and 15. 51 is a mirror of 15. He plays sums to 51. Hayward, California sums to 51. Oh, no, it wasn't Claremont. Hayward, California is something else, guys. I explained it earlier in the video, but I'm running out of time. Claremont, California is 105. I would go back through and find out where Hayward was. Oh, Hayward. That's Sultans of Swing. That's where Maui Research. That's where Maui DNA Technologies is, guys. It's Hayward, California. All right. Now moving on, you got 29. You got Star Wars sums to 29. Change sums to 29. Movies sums to 29. Donation sums to 92. A mirror of 29. Fade sums to 92 is in Fade to Black. Wars is in Star Wars, sums to 29. Dr. Kristen Avirit sums to 209. No from, no, I Am Your Father, sums to 29. Reno, Nevada, where Desert Research Institute is located, sums to 29. DRI, Reno, Nevada, sums to 29. And Zhu Yi sums to 29. They're all connected, guys. This is not a coincidence. So, Wars. We're going to do 61, man. Wars sums to 61 and 16, it's Reflection. Led Zeppelin sums to 61. Kristen Avirit sums to 61. Institute sums to 61 and 106. Desert Research Institute. He ain't sums to 61. Yi is in Zhu Yi, sums to 16. A mirror of 61. Sultan sums to 106 and 16. Straits is in Dire Straits, sums to 106. And Alpha Maui sums to 106. Now we're at 97. Star Wars sums to 97. Dr. Kristen Avirit also sums to 97. Didn't we find that in Star Wars? I think so. Dr. Kristen Avirit, head of Desert Research Institute. So there you have it. The Who sums to 79, a mirror of 97. Zhu Yi sums to 79, a mirror of 97. Computer engineering sums to 97, and hardware store, Sherwin-Williams, sums to 79, a mirror of 97. 180, at 187, you have quantum computer sums to 187, and Kristen Avirit, the head of Desert Research Institute, sums to 187. Claremont, California sums to 66. The Big Lebowski sums to 66. And we found Claremont Graduate University in the Big Lebowski. Coincidence? I think not. And you got 24. Freemason is sums to 42, a reflection of 24. Luke Knows sums to 24. Global Neurosciences Institute sums to 42. Perry Stone Ministries, Cleveland, Tennessee sums to 402. Pinball Wizard sums to 204. AREO sums to 24. Dr. Vez sums to 24. Charlottesville, Virginia sums to 204, where Virginia University is located, all right? DRY, DRI, the direct changes from soft and dry sum to 42. Deodorant also sums to 42. Artist sums to 24. Sherwin sums to 24. Sherwin sums to 42, and Claremont, California sums to 42. CA, it's abbreviation, guys. 48. Freemason is 48. Luke No is 84. INGSHEHE is 48. Playing Plays is 48. DRY, DRI, the terrain changes there are 84. A reflection of 48. Deodorant is 48. Hayward, California is 84, and Lebowski is 48. 78, you got Cleveland coming in at 78. Luke No is 78. DRY, is 78. Willa is 78. Artist is 87, a reflection of 78. Them, It, the direct changes from Sultans of Swing, or the changed words from Sultans of Swing, is 87. Sherwin, the changed words from Sherwin-Williams is 78. Sherman by itself is 78, and The Big Lebowski is also 78. At 7, you got No is 7. WT, Willa Thorson's initials is 7. TN, Tennessee's initials is 7. Gold sums to 70. Quantum Chair sums to 70. And Music sums to 70. All right. At 77, you have Research sums to 77. Script is in the movie Script, sums to 77. Poughkeepsie, New York sums to 77. Sherwin-Williams also sums to 77. At 21, you got Global Neurosciences Institute at 120. 12, the reflection of 21. GNI is 21. AREO is 21. Charlottesville, Virginia is 102. And Lebowski is 120. Trying to get through this as fast as I can, guys. 34, coming in at 34, you got The Who is 34. Reno, Nevada is 34. DRI, Reno, Nevada is 34. Yi, of Zhu Yi, is 34. Dr. Bassem El Famawi is 304. And Claremont Graduate University is 340. All right. And at 53, you have Rug Carpet. The direct change, or the changes from The Big Lebowski is 53. Hayward is 35. Hemi, the direct changes from one of the direct changes from Sultans of Swing is 35. Song is 53, a reflection of 35. Thorson is 35. Two Will is 35. Quantum Effect is 53. Montauk Chair is 53. Rug is 35. And UGCAPET, the direct changes from The Big Lebowski, also sums to 35, guys. Again, no coincidence. You got 39, you got Goldstone, 39. You got Dr. Errol Vez, Daroglu, comes at 90, sums to 93. AREO sums to 39, a reflection of 93. DRI sums to 39. James E. Ryan, the head of Miami University? No. James E. Ryan, the head of Virginia University, excuse me, I think that's right. Anyway, he sums to 39. Hayward, California sums to 39. Sherman sums to 39. And Sherwin sums to 93 and 39. All right? You got 30, you got GNI sums to 30 and Dr. Vez sums to 30. At 88, you got Masonic Ritual sums to 88 and DRI Reno, Nevada also sums to 88, which is interesting. You got 22, you got Poughkeepsie, New York sums to 22, you got DRI sums to 22, and WI sums to 22. WI, the changes from Sherwin-Williams. DRI, Desert Research Institute, right? Then at 37, you got Perry sums to 37, Stone sums to 73, its reflection. Thorson, Willa Thorson sums to 37. GNI, Poughkeepsie, New York sums to 73. OQE, the abbreviation for one of the things Zhu Yi teaches, sums to 37. MAWI DNA Technology sums to 370. Hayward, as in Hayward, California, sums to 37. And UGCAPET, the direct changes from the Big Lebowski, sum to 73. Coleman Shemy sums to 98. Argentina sums to 89, its reflection. MAWI DNA Technologies LLC sums to 98. 75, you got Willa sums to 57. You got INGSHEHE sums to 75. Artist sums to 75. Them, it, the direct changes from Sultans of Swing sum to 75. Sherwin sums to 75. They're all connected. They're all connected. Project is 33, guys. INGSHEHE is 33. New York, 33. Them, it, 33. Sherman, 33. And Lebowski, 33. I don't know how I could do it any better. Then you got 58. Freemasonry is 58. Playing Plays is 58. Willa Thorson is 58. Poughkeepsie, New York is 58. You got 69. Charlottesville, Virginia is 69. Dr. Errol Venedaraglu is 96. It's 69's reflection. Deodorant is 96. Sherwin is 96. And Lebowski is 96. At 64, you got Coleman Shemy is 64. Quantum Effect is 64. Fade to Black is 64. MAWI is 46. Its reflection. Rug Carpet is 46. And Rug is 46. Guys. At 44, you got Coleman Shemy is 44. Coleman is 44. Argentina is 44. And Bossum is 44. That's the doctor. Trying to get through this quickly, guys. We're going on an hour. Shemy is 54. Zhu is 45. QMFEAC, the abbreviation for what Zhu Yi teaches, is 45. And Things is 54. Dire Straits is 52. Paul Norton is 52. Zhu Yi is 25. 52's reflection. Dire Straits is 25. 52's reflection. And Claremont is 52. Anyone thinking this is a coincidence? Swing is 63. GLD, STNE from Led Zeppelin Stairway to Heaven is 36. Things is 63. Dire is 36. 63's reflection. I don't know if I mentioned that. Big is 63 from Big Lebowski, the Big Lebowski. Communicate is 63. And Carpet is 63 and 36. At 83, you got Straits is 83. Dire Straits is 83. Institute is 38. 83's reflection. Florida is 38. Donation is 38. And Claremont is 38. They're all syncing up. At 94, you got Sherwin-Williams is 94. Sherman-Williams is also 94. I figured I'd throw that in there. At 1, you got Bossum is 10. Dr. L. Famawi is 100. And DNA is 10. Coincidence? Pinball Wizard is 147. Deodorant is 147. And the Big Lebowski is 147. And finally, guys, at 111, you got Sherman is 111. And James E. Ryan is 111. And that's it. They're all linked. They're all connected. If anybody followed that. So, at any rate, I'm going to let this video go at that. I'm going to provide the calculator. I will try to provide the links. I'm not going to do this again. We are going to roll with this. right here, assuming that it goes on, that it'll load. So, any questions, you can feel free to ask in the comments section. I'll try to answer them as best I can. But for now, guys, thanks for all your thumbs up, thumbs down. Thanks for your comments, leads, feedback, and subscriptions. And thanks a lot for watching, guys. And I'll come out with another video, a shorter one, and sum this up at a later time, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. But for now, you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for following along. And those that stuck to the end, thanks a lot. Hope this helps provide some answers. Yes, these are linked. We're going to try to link more, but I'll explain that all in another video, guys. For now, you guys have a great rest of your day.